Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and I'm so glad that you could join me. If you're new here, I make videos concerning singlehood. Thank you so much for making time to watch this video. If you're not new, thank you so much for sticking through. And today I'm talking about a very interesting topic, marriage from a perspective of a single person. Do you think about marriage? Yes, we do.
We just don't wish to get married so that, oh my goodness, I'm in marriage. No, we think about
marriage as well, but sometimes we have a very maybe skewed notion about marriage that we need, if you're married here, please feel free to burst my bubble. If I'm talking anything that is just out of this world, please don't let me just make mistake like that. So welcome, and yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. So I love marriage, I revere marriages. Like, I see marriage as a picture of that relationship between God and us. Like, God came and died for his bride, he shields his bride, he's looking out for the bride, he's waiting to come and pick him up on that day of resurrection when we go to heaven and just live our honeymoon there. I can't wait. Now, but when I'm on this earth, Lord, I might well do with the man. So I am here to just talk about marriage. I love marriage. Oh, what are my beliefs about marriage? That first, it must be between two people who are consenting, and this must be a man and a woman, and they must share the same beliefs. Like, if I'm a Christian, I'm looking to get married to a Christian because we share the same beliefs. Now, what is the purpose of marriage? According to this Bible, it tells me in Malachi chapter 2 verse 15, but did he not make them one, having a remnant of the Spirit? And why one? He seeks a godly offspring. Now, God is interested in making his kingdom grow. How does that kingdom grow? Through marriage, because it is in marriage that we get children. And then we raise these children up in the ways of God. Now, when they grow up, they get their own children, and then they also transmit the same knowledge, and the kingdom of God grows on the earth. Now, I'm not done playing people who are in marriage and cannot be able to get children. That is not the case, okay? Now, at times as single people, we really blow up this thing called marriage. We idolize it, we fantasize about it. That makes us not think rationally about the whole thing of marriage. And some of us have found ourselves like moving too fast, or maybe making the wrong decisions because we don't stop to think, what kind of decisions are we making? Okay, now this is it. Picture this: Jesus, who is God, comes down on earth. He lives his life, he starts his ministry, he does his miracles. People have never seen someone walking on water, someone raising a dead person. Wow, who is this and where did he come from? And we see many people think, oh, he must be a prophet, the one who's resurrected and all that. And Jesus knows his assignment on earth. He came to die for the sinners. And we see this Garden of Gethsemane when Jesus goes to pray, and Jesus prays that, Lord, remove this cup from me. Jesus, the human, could not fathom going through the cup of suffering. He knew what awaited him, but he still went with it. He was like, Lord, if this is your will, I'll just go with it. Okay, let me just do it. For people even who do not know, for people sometimes even who did not even care. Now he goes on, he's at the cross, and these things are happening. They're scourging him, they're whipping him. And imagine, he has the power. He has the power. Like, Jesus has the power to just come down and just stop all of this. And even the thief at the cross told him, I mean, if you are the Son of God. Now, someone, if someone tells you if, they need you to prove it. Now, if you are the Son of God, come down and save yourself, and also please save us. What manner of humility did Jesus have to contain himself? Like, yes, I'm the Son of God, but this is a must for me to go through. Now, why am I telling you all that? Because in the kingdom of marriage, there is submission, and there is love. None is greater than the other. Now we are looking at submission in this reference of Jesus. Jesus is at the cross. He's submitting to God. And he himself is God. And he has the power to come down that cross and just say, no, he didn't even have to go through the Garden of Gethsemane and just pray and tears coming down as blood. He didn't have. He could have just stopped. But the mission would have been aborted. But, he had the power. He could have. And that is how I look at a woman. A woman has the power. They say, like, a woman knows from an instinct. A woman can just see something and know, this one is not right. No, this one is, like, And then you have to submit. Now in this case to probably a man who does not know, but you know, you're like, oh, should we venture into this business? And like, woman is like, no, when we go this, we're gonna, no, when you do, oh, that woman is looking at you in a certain way, that's not good. And for a man, like, what are you saying? For a woman, they're able to tell something from far. They have this capability of bringing forth a child. I mean, they have so much power within them. But they are called to submit. Sometimes that husband can be foolish. Like, was it who? Nabal. The one who was saved by David and later became David's wife. You imagine having to submit to someone like that. Now, that is submission, the way I see it, is not power that is, trampled upon, but is bringing that power under control. You have that power, but then you're bringing it under control the same way Jesus did. And what happened to Jesus afterward? He was uplifted. He was lifted high above he has the name above every other name. He didn't have to prove. He knew that he had that power within him. He didn't have to prove it. Sometimes your husband may not make the best decisions, but you trust him anyway. He's the leader of the home. He's the priest of the house. That you are able to air out your views, your opinions. It's not that, oh, we want to do this. Yes, yes, sir. Tick. Yes, yes. What else? Yes. No, you air out your views as an adult. But then there are times when it will come to, now this is a decision we have to make, and I'm going with this. I think as a family we have to go with this. Now that's a man speaking, and you deep down that's not. I'm trying to convince him, but he's not. He's not getting it. Don't worry. Imagine God is just going to cover you. God is going to cover you because what? You are submitted under authority. You're not on your own. Now let's come to a man. Let's come to the man. You're called to love your wife as Christ loved the church. Wow, such a big task. What I see about this submission and love, hakuna yenye ni greater, hakuna yenye ni lesser. All of them require us dying to self. Oh, before I get ahead of myself. Now, when the Bible calls the man to love the wife as Christ loved the church, loves the church, now that one is a very, very tall order. Because you know what Christ did? Christ came, when I was not concerned a tad bit. I didn't even know Christ. I wasn't even concerned. I wasn't even out looking for a savior. But he came and died for me. Like the person that he died for, me, I was out there spitting at him, like whipping him. I was out there like calling him names. But he went to the cross. Did that stop Christ from dying for me? No. We've just heard like how he went to the Garden of Gethsemane. He really didn't want to die, but he prayed that God's will be done. He went ahead and died for me, who was not even concerned. Like, I didn't even know I needed a dying. Now, when I relate that to a man's role, my, oh my, it's so huge. Like, you're supposed to love this woman whether you feel like it or not. Whether she's made you the best breakfast or not. Whether she's given you sex or not. Whether she's made the house into a home or not. Whether her hair is good or not. Like, you are supposed to die as a man. Like, you are supposed to love this woman as Christ loved the church. Now that is heavy. That is very, very, very heavy. That is why you as a single person, you really need to consider if you really want to get into this, because it's not just about someone to call a husband or someone to call a wife, or just for the gram. So, oh, we are married. Like, oh, the time is going, the biological clock is ticking and we need to fix this. It's not about that. Like, are you willing as a woman to submit to your husband even when you know what he's doing is not right? Like, you don't agree with. I'm not talking about he's killing people, he's stealing. No, I'm not talking about that. Like, you want to land somewhere and you don't agree with the place, are you able to support him in the decisions that he is making, even when they don't seem to align with yours? Now, as a man, are you willing to die to self to serve this woman? Are you willing to do it? Because it's such a tall order. Now, the process of it, something that now we call marriage, it's not pretty, girls. It's not pretty. I think that's what brings the beauty in it. Because look at Jesus at the cross. That sight was not beautiful. That sight was, it was so bloody. But look at what it gave us. Look at what it gave us. Like, we are heirs to the inheritance that we never would have been. And that is what makes marriage beautiful. When these two people who've never been raised the same come together in the same roof, live under the same roof, trying to make decisions about their life, trying to conflict, trying to understand each other for the sake of them being one. I think that is something so beautiful. And God is just gonna be glorified in it. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please watch out for next week because I'll be dropping another one. You want to know? Keep it locked here. God bless you so much and looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye.